Hey, welcome to Anchor Church, guys. I'm glad we had a great message today. Today I'm going to ask you guys to watch a presentation, and I thank you for volunteering. I'm going to teach you how to tie fishing knots. Fishing knots can be used for more than fishing. It can be used for jewelry making, roping stuff down, whatever you may use it for. But the main thing I'm doing is I'm going to teach you guys how to tie a knot so you can go out and not just be a fisherman, but be a better fisher of men. If you want to jump in, you can come watch. Just take a seat. So the first knot I'm going to go ahead and tie is called a clinch knot. See my scissors here? We're going to pretend that my scissors are a fishing hook or a lure. This yellow line is going to be my fishing line. So I'm going to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do on my clinch knot is I'm going to put my line through the guide, or right through the eye. So it's just going to slide. Now I double my line up over itself, just like that. This is called your tag in because it's not connected to anything. I'm going to take that tag, I'm going to wrap it around 6 to 7 times around the main line. Once you get those wraps on, you're going to come right through that loop that you've created, hold it flat, and it's going to slide straight down. It's a super quick knot, very strong, not going to break on you. But the best thing I like about the knot is at the end of the day when you want to undo it, instead of just having to clip it off, all you do is put your fingers right in the grooves of the knot itself, and it'll back itself right out. So you can just take whatever it is off. Okay, now the second knot we're going to use, it's called a Palomar knot. The Palomar knot, you start the same way, single line, double it up, so you have a loop. Now you're going to put your loop right through your eye, just like that, so it sits twice. Now everybody here knows the standard half hitch, which is just like we start for tying our shoes, just one time around. So some people would say if you don't know how to tie a knot, you tie a lot. Okay. Now I take this and put it right through that loop I just created. Once you create that loop and you pull it down, you start to cinch. You don't want to cinch it all the way. This is a great knot. The reason why I don't cinch it all the way is I can check my knot and make sure it's correct. See the straight lines that are on this? It says straight lines. They're not crossed over each other like an X. I check the back. Same thing, straight lines. And it means that you tied your knot correctly. Now you go ahead and cinch it all the way down. Take your scissors and you trim off your tag end, and there's a knot. This knot probably has the strongest breaking strength to it, depending on what pound test you're using for your line. And it's probably my go-to knot on just about everything. So now I'm going to teach you the third and final knot, which is called a dropper loop. The dropper loop is traditionally used for like bottom fishing, things where you need a giant loop in your line to let your hook swing free on. But I have found that it makes an excellent line-to-line knot also. And not too many people use it for that, but it becomes such a small knot as a line-to-line knot, I can use it and actually wind it onto my fishing reels. So so I can cast with it, can go through my guides, and there's very little stopping on it. So the way you do a line-to-line, like you get the second end here, you'd imagine if I'm going to tie 2 ropes together, okay, 2 lines together, they're not going to stick like this on their own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just a half hitch. Everybody knows the half hitch. Now, that's together, but it just keeps coming apart the more you pull on it. So what I'm going to do is take that half hitch and just leave it as a starting point. Now I'm going to drop that starting point down below and create a loop. You see that loop? Nice big loop. Now in that loop, I'm going to create a loop up on top, just like this. Now I'm going to twist that loop over itself 3 to 4 times. Once I've done that, I take the knot and pull it up through the loop. Now, this is where the dropper is. As I cinch that tight, you'll see just how small that knot really is. And that is not going to go anywhere at all. And again, if I was using this in a fishing application for line to line, I'd take my scissors and just trim it off right there so I'd only have the knot. Well, that'll do it for my speech on knot tying. I hope you guys go out, catch lots of fish, catch lots of people, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you very much.
Yay, let's go fishing.